So while the inflated ego says I'm above the average person, the deflated ego says I only matter if someone says I do. They probably had parents who provided food and shelter, but no emotional stability, no consistency. Love was conditional, so they got praised based on their obedience, which is a major one, maybe even being pretty, grades, sports, just never for who they are, just what they did. When they expressed their autonomy, their emotions, their needs were only seen as burdens. So they may have expressed their joy, their sadness, their anger, and it might have been met with, I'll give you something to cry about. You're too dramatic. You're doing too much. Like, you're lying. When a child is consistently told that their needs are seen as burdens, their autonomy is seen as a burden, they are going to self-abandon. They are going to start being the golden ticket child, the invisible child. They're not going to ask people for help. They're going to become hyper independent. They're not going to want to cause any conflict because they've learned to self-abandon who they are instead of self-regulate. This ego will mirror their own peers instead of forming their own preference because they have no sense of self. They might only feel alive and have validation from being needed, sex, appearance, drugs. They will attract emotionally unavailable partners who confirm that they're not good enough for someone to fully have all of them. They will attract friends who will always rely and use them, but never check in on how they're doing. They'll probably also stay in low-paying jobs because they can't advocate for their own worth. They may also be envious of people who are super bold or attracted to them. But usually the people who are super bold that they're attracted to are people that belittle them because it puts them in a power dynamic of superiority. But that person will stay in that dynamic because it fits who they've identified with. They might even project and be like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, and never actually start it or finish it just because they want other people to see their worth externally, knowing that they don't even know their worth internally. For me, who can identify with a deflated ego, it took, honestly, me being exploited, like heavily, to finally be like, I can't do this. Who am I? Up until last year, I only knew 4 emotions, like 3 actually.